Welcome everyone to another edition of Play It Through, and on this edition it's Kyouryuu Sentai Zyuranger, brought to us by Bandai. Based off the Super Sentai series of the same name, this is the Sentai series that would come over to North America and become the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I am playing a fan-translated version of the game, and the translation is based off, of course, of the original Sentai version, so the character names and such are going to be based off of those. However, they may appear somewhat familiar. This character in particular is the one that is basically the Zordon equivalent in the series, or at least somewhat the equivalent of Zordon. Instead of being able to pick which of them you get to play as, you are automatically chosen to play as a certain one of the Super Sentai during the course of each level. For this one, we're playing as the Yellow Sentai. Throughout the levels, there are these dino coins you can collect. They're completely optional. They don't really give you anything extra except for a little quick cutscene once you've collected enough of them in a particular level. Some levels even have more than what's necessary to collect. Midway through each one of the levels, you'll come to a door that you'll need to enter, and this is where you get to switch up from the gun that you're using to the legendary weapon. This weapon doesn't work the greatest for the Yellow Sentai here. It's just kind of weird the way they slice out, so a lot of times I still just avoid enemies if possible. This is one though you can duck in front of and hit a couple of times quickly. Just be careful moving between the platforms. Thankfully if you fall you're not going to lose much progress, just have to go back a little bit. Since we got all of the coins, or enough of the coins, we get the little cutscene here with the Saber Tiger here. And that's what you'll get for each of the Super Sentai that you collect the coins for. So here we go with the first boss encounter. In North America, in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he's known as Finster, known in Japan as Poleprechaun. Throws out these two clay enemies that then form and try to attack you. You can jump over them as they move across quickly, but your main goal is to attack the enemy in the face area. Sometimes you may jump and swing and miss. It means you just weren't quite close enough to the head area in order for it to connect, which is frustrating. This fight can be a little bit difficult as you're dodging the clay monsters, but just keep focused on him and he should go down pretty quickly. Between the levels, you can take a little break for a little minigame action. There's a Pong equivalent, there's some trivia and the like, and we'll see a few of them during the course of this run. They're very short though. As soon as you end up finishing up one round, pretty much it's over. The next level, we get to play as the Pink Super Sentai. Starting off with the pistol, it's a little bit difficult, some enemies are a pain. Duck here and take out this rock enemy before attempting to jump to the platform, and then jumping again to the moving one just over to the right. Here you can take the upper or lower path, take the upper path. That way you'll find that coin and allow yourself to get over here to get this coin. Drop down and go inside the door in order to change up your weapon. As the Pink Zyuranger, we're going to use our bow and arrow in order to take out enemies. It's very efficient. Works better than using just that pistol we had a little bit ago. Thankfully, most of the coins that we're going to collect are pretty much right in our path, except for the last one. We're going to go up here and grab it. You get to see that little cutscene. Head inside the door and get ready for the boss encounter, known as Bookback in Japan, or Baboo, the North American version. We're going to stay on these platform right here and just keep firing. Thankfully, if you jump up high enough, I suggest aiming high. You'll be able to pretty much negate the projectiles and be able to take him out pretty quickly. Here we have another mini game. This one is a short trivia game where you could ask a quick question. I definitely think it can fly Matt. No, anyway, thankfully that one was pretty easy, and there's only a handful of questions, so you play the game a few times, you'll probably start to see repeats. Next up is this cave-like level. It's a bit of a maze as we're playing as the Blue Zyuranger. We're going to start off going over here to the right and jump up here. Take out this enemy from afar. And then jump up here and grab this coin in the upper left corner of this area. This is really the only level where you could get lost a little bit, but even then, as long as you're heading downwards pretty much, you're going to be going the right direction. Go up there, grab the next coin before heading over to the right. Drop on down and head over to the left as you're dropping, and you should be able to grab a coin in mid-air. Once you land, go through the door and get your weapon. Very efficient weapon here with this trident. Drop down here and pick up the next coin before heading up. Once up here, of course, jump into the upper right corner to grab that next coin before heading across and dropping on down. Make sure while you're dropping you hold right so you can land on this platform and grab the next coin. Drop down a couple of levels to the bottom floor here, go to the right to the dead end to find the next coin, then start climbing up here. Once at the top, go left, dropping on down again, right across this moving platform, and then the next one's up. Work your way up the series of platforms to the top where you'll find the last of the coins, as well as the door for the boss encounter. Next up is Top Hat, known as Squatt in North America. Staying on the ceiling will open up and send two little bats flying out at you. You can time it correctly and actually hit the bats and destroy them as soon as they pop out, but you may end up missing him. Usually I focus on attacking the boss and then just let the bats kind of bypass me by jumping in between them as they circle back around. It can be a little bit of a difficult fight, just be careful not running into him. And once we deliver that final blow, we're moving on to level 4. Once again, we're going to take a little bit of a minigame break. Here's basically a hot potato game as you have to throw this bomb back and forth. You can see the time limit in the corner. Once that runs out, whoever has the bomb in their possession ends up losing. Next up, we get to play as the Black Super Sentai as we begin this level. It's pretty straightforward overall. Be careful though, there are some gaps and the like as we work our way up here. Thankfully though, this level is pretty straightforward in comparison to the last one we just did. Just have to do a little bit of platforming this time around. Thankfully, some enemies you can take away from afar before you even get on their platform. Right over here is the door in order to change up our weapon. Continue on the level here now that we have the Mammoth Breaker giant axe here. Ride this platform down to the lower level and safely go across. Grab the last coin, see the little cutscene as we're nearing the end of the level. For this boss, we battle Griffizer, also known as Goldar in North America. This fight's pretty easy. The kind of blade that he shoots out you can easily jump over as it arcs around. Just keep doing little jump attacks towards him and swinging, and he should go down in a matter of moments. Here we have another little trivia game, one that I've seen several times throughout playing the game for this video, and select No Mountain. It's time for the final level of the game, and as expected, you're playing as the Red Super Sentai. Start off by going to the right, you'll immediately get onto this platform and ride it up to the top. Take out this enemy from a distance before continuing on, and then up a set of stairs to the next coin. From there, ride the next platform down, grabbing the coin to the left side. Thankfully, a pretty straightforward level overall. Here is another opportunity to pick either the top or bottom path. We're going to choose the bottom one to find the next coin. Grab the next one right after that, and the door in order to change up our weapon. Over here, jump on top of the switch in order to get this platform to start moving. Then stand on the right spot so you can ride that same type of platform back downwards. Here we grab the final of the dino coins, so now we've seen all these little cutscenes. And it's time for the final boss encounter. Bandora, also known as Rita Repulsa in North America. We're going to start off by running over to the right and immediately attacking, then backing away. Jumping over the second blast that she fires out, and then running back in order to attack again. This strategy allows you to easily dodge the one set of attacks, but be able to hit your own. After delivering the final hit, we can sit back and enjoy the ending, the Kyouryuu Sentai Zyuranger for the Famicom. So there you have it. I apologize if I mispronounced any of the names of the characters of the show throughout the course of this video. But with that, it's going to wrap up this episode of Play It Through. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.